Welcome back, friends. My name is Eric. This is Mellowseven Gaming. We're playing Football Manager 2019 with Kaiserslautern up on the Betzenberg. And you guys were here for this one. St. Pauli, we pretty well got our butts kicked despite giving up no real chances. We followed that up with a 1-0 win at home over Bochum. Malcolm, our defensive center, previous defensive center was plays for Bochum next, so we welcomed him back, and it was a pretty boring game. We got 2 injuries in the middle of it. Stefaniak and Thiessen both got injured, so both our wingers went out on that one. We got 1 goal. I think we created 1 clear cut and maybe 2 half chances. Something along those lines. We weren't very exciting, but we did win, so no argument there. I have gone ahead. I've created 3 new tactics. We just wiped everything out. This is my base tactic. We'll get to this in a second here. With an attacking midfielder and 1 striker. We're balanced, short passing, pass into space, whipped crosses, be more expressive. Nothing special in transition, out of transition, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and stay on our feet. We've got speed, but we're not good at tackling. We're not good at marking. So I would rather we be able to use that speed to get back to where we need to be if there's a problem. And if we're lying on the ground, we can't do that. That's my goal. That's my thinking. That's that. The attacking version, we slide up the attacking mid-center to striker. No other changes. And the final one, we slide the attacking midfielder down to a defensive midfielder. No other changes. Now, we could play with some of this. We could instantly just maybe leave the pass into space for our attacking one and leave it off on the others. We'll see how it goes. That may be how it ends up. I don't know. I did go through. I adjusted some of my set pieces a little bit. We were running off the scumbag set pieces, which in theory, if they were better, I didn't see it. We didn't do anything silly as far as I could tell on ours. It wasn't clearly broken. Some other YouTubers, such as Loki, found problems with some of them, depending on... Some of them worked better if your players were bad at them. Let's put it that way. And that's what caused mismatches. My players weren't so bad that they caused those mismatches, so it didn't matter. Anyway, we went back. We changed some of them. We went back. We changed our set piece takers as well. I kind of want to play for set pieces. I mean, once the set piece happens, kind of anything goes, right? Let's just turn it on for all of them. Back to here. Okay. Goalkeeping. We decided our goalkeeping was a serious injury, so it was a serious problem. So Yana Kuth managed to get injured the next day or the day after. He's out for another 6 to 12 games. We played Bear. Bear just got injured yesterday or today, day before the match, I guess. He's out for a while. We only have 1 other goalkeeper over the age 17 or over. And that happens to be Schweinsteiger here, Bjorn. Unfortunately, well, it doesn't really matter. But Vujosevic and Gons are both 16, so they cannot start in our league. So he is our last striker. So we go to squad, and you can see he's got a 5-star potential. He could be very good. Very low susceptibility, but you know, below average here and average here. They both got injured, so is what it is. Passes completed. Let's look at in replace with, let's see, stats, general, goals allowed, team goals allowed per 90. Well, Bear hasn't allowed any in the 1 game he played. Schweinsteiger's been playing pretty well at the lower level. He's been the primary goalkeeper for Kaiserslautern too. You see, he got 8 appearances in, and he's looked pretty good there. So we'll give him a shot. If we take a look at, let's see, I want attributes, goalkeeping. There we go. Slide all this over here. Come on, you're on it. Why don't you sliding? There we go. for the most part, we're fairly even as far as aerial command of area and communication goes. Schweinsteiger is obviously the worst communicator, but 11, 10, 11, 9, 9, 11, 12, 7, 6, 11. So these two obviously have the biggest drop off, for their weak point, but otherwise we're pretty good. We're pretty consistent there. Milos is the most eccentric. Justin is the least. Handling, everybody's okay. Justin's the farthest back. Kicking, only Yaneth is good. One-on-ones, Yaneth and Bear are okay. Reflexes, Bjorn's the worst. Rushing out, he's in the middle. Tendency to punch, they're all pretty consistent. And throwing, only Yannick can throw. Essentially, Yannick's the only good... Sorry, the chair's a little squeaky, especially when I'm leaned back like this. Yannick's the only one that has any sort of distribution skills. Otherwise, we're all pretty... Bear and Yaneth are very, very similar aside from that. Everybody else is okay except for one-on-ones. So let's just hope there's no shootouts. That's kind of where we're going to go. Possible star, and he is a possible star of the future. I think that's fair. And yeah, you can see Bear's injured 3 to 4 weeks. We could have got one game out of him, and then in theory we would have had Huth back the next week, but he would be out for 5 to 6 more. So we're just going to play it a little bit safe, give the youngster a start, and then see how it goes. I want to go to tactics. We're just going to go base. Inbox. There we go. Like that a little bit better. And see what we can get done. Training's okay, especially for the youngsters. No negative ones this time, which is great. I did just kind of congratulate or praise them on their training. You can't do it too often, or they get upset at you for telling them they're doing a good job. And slowly we'll get to the match here. We had a lot, and I mean a lot, of offers for Koffer Blitz in the transfer window. Like major teams asking for him, up to about 400,000. And I've hung on to him because he's only 16. He's only going to get worth more realistically. He wasn't upset when we started turning him down. So we've just kind of hung on to him. We'll see how he goes. 5-star potential here, 4-star solid and potential 5-star. Current ability is already 2.5, meaning he just about play, now, realistically. You see in the squad comparison there, role suitability, kind of a little bit of everything. Voids uses weaker foot, tries long-range passes, which is interesting. Yeah, they've got him here at 4th, but essentially, tied for 2nd, all things considered. If he was 17, he might be up with us, although we have a fair number of mid-centers at the moment, so who knows. Showing remarkable, this one doesn't give me the, let's do speak about, praise, training, your development. Good. Thiessen and Stefaniak are okay. Yannick is not. Match preview. This, by the way, is the... what is this one called? This is the one I liked that didn't have the side. I added the side, preferences, the flute skin, with the sidebar added back in. This one's my favorite one so far. We can go back to all positions and turn everybody off. I've got Huth up there. Let's give him a half. That was kind of a waste, I guess. Shake hands. Everybody jumps up and down a little bit, and we are off. We're at home on the Betzenberg. And, goalkeeping's going to be an adventure this time. We'll see how it goes. One off the woodwork and a half chance so far, and then the block there, the save. This is the problem I've been having. Look at this, 55%. We cannot get the ball out of the middle of the field there. 68% possession. And that's why I had been, last time we ran the game we won, we played with the DM. I'm going to knock us down to cautious. And maybe I have to knock, did I already have short passing on? I already have short passing on. Hello, Jello. You have to get down. You're not allowed up there. Oh, and the mic. Let's see. Let's get. How did I? Good enough. Oh, and absolutely nothing happened during all that. That's good to know. Oh, Zook takes a long range shot. Move my mic in a little bit. We don't want it to show up on camera, though. How about right about there? Nice little passing by them in the back here. We've done a lot. I've trained a lot of teamwork. I've done a lot of extracurricular team building, trying to build relationships between players, but it's just not happening. We're just not getting any. I don't know if maybe I need to do more match tactics or match practice to get that, but we're not getting any so far. However, other than the half chance, we haven't given up anything. Possessions more or less come back up. We're still, at least it's under 60% for them now. Decent amount of shots. Maybe the goal is we just need to put Baeta back in there with his better long shots. At least that gives us two people we're just giving up and taking the shot out. We're not even attempting to get into the box there. Nobody even made a run into the box. That's disappointing. And I'm not sure what to do about it. Let's go tactics. I mean, he's an attacking forward. He should be at least making an attempt to get in there, and he's not. Let's put Virgilio in. Bonda hasn't played great, but he hasn't played horrible. We'll give him a little bit more time. If we don't get anything, we'll put Beata in there. I mean, I'm tempted to go back down to the defensive midfielder just to get possession up a little bit. But despite the possession, we're not giving up chances. They're not getting any highlights either. That was horrible. So I think we're okay with the possession being a little lopsided if we can get some shots out of it. But we're just kind of lining up outside the box and taking the shot without making any attempt. We might have to play the ball in the box. I don't know. Do a little get creative. That inspired everybody. But nothing's happening. Still a 6-4 for Bonda, so let's go ahead and move him out for Beata. Actually, let's undo that. Let's do... Let's do this and then Beata. We'll keep those long shots on the field, especially if that's the only thing we're going to get. We've been playing Wayman's out there on the left. Cello, I love you, but you have to hop down. Not right now. She just wants somebody to let her outside, so she's trying to get up to the window because she thinks I'll let her out the window. In past houses, that was an option. This one, it is not. We're still playing our youngster there at defensive center. We probably should swap him out for Bialik for a few matches now. Make sure we rotate the two of them. Oh, there we go. Postolacci, he's on the ball like he's supposed to. And he just carefully, very nicely passes the ball back to the goalkeeper. Beautiful little touch to make sure the goalkeeper can handle it. It was a clear-cut chance, though. We've given up 3.5. And I guess it's going to be a draw. Ramazan's played very well, actually. And that was a really boring game. Yeah. We're still in 7th place, though. So, I mean, we're where we need to be. We can't complain too much about this. But we just make nothing happen. We got a 2-week break. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. It's just last season we played well enough. And it's a better team this season. We've got more talent. And yet, we're just not seeing much out of it. We saw Schweinsteiger make his debut, and he played fairly well, other than the one kind of adventure that we saw early on. But got the nerves out and was okay after that. Goals galore as Kaiserslautern and Worms draw. When I was stationed in Germany, I was supposed to go to Worms. But they had moved my unit was at Landstuhl, and they had moved the portion I was supposed to go to from Worms back to Landstuhl. So I went to Landstuhl. But I really liked Worms. Worms is a very cool old city, little small old town. Really wish I could have spent some time there. Wormatia. VFR Wormatia. I don't know, maybe a future playthrough. Anyway, who played well here? Sigginger played well. He always plays well, but his stats aren't really spectacular, so I don't know what to make of that. Scheukenflug. Scheukenepflug? Scheukenpflug. I don't know. Beats me. Tom. We're going to call him Tom from here on out. He's their player anyway. We don't really care. Marcel Berchtold and then an own goal. Okay. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Like I say, I'm struggling this season, but we're where we're supposed to be, so I guess I should just accept it and move on. Anyway, thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.